Mr. Myers, thank you, and thank you for your willingness to serve. I appreciate you being here. The Western Regional Climate Center, a partnership with the Desert Research Institute in Reno, Nevada, is one of 6 regional climate centers in the United States that delivers high-quality climate data services in conjunction with NOAA and National Climate and Weather Partners. The WRCC serves as a focal point for coordination of applied climate activities in the West, including drought and climate monitoring, and conduct applied research on the impacts of climate variability and climate extremes in the western United States. Do you know if NOAA and the staff of the WRCC are under any administration guidelines or edicts discouraging the mention of global climate change when discussing and conducting climate research? Are you aware of any administration guidelines prohibiting that?
Senator, I am not, no.
Would you ever condone any such guidance?
Guidance that said certain words could not be used in
Correct,
describing
that global climate change could not be used when discussing and conducting climate research?
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay. As NOAA serves as co-chair of the Aquatic Nuisance Species Task Force, how will you enforce its focus on aquatic invasive species issues, given that warming water temperatures will have severe impacts not only to Lake Tahoe's ecosystems and economies, but nationwide?
Senator, I'm not sure if I can provide a quick answer to that question. I would certainly be pleased to get back to you on that in some greater detail.
Thank you. So I appreciate that. And so can I get your commitment that you, to work closely with various stakeholders in Nevada, like those working hard to maintain Lake Tahoe in its pristine condition, and to address needed scientific engagement on combating the effects of climate change or other concerns like ecosystem restoration and invasive species?
Yes.
Thank you. As part of its EVOLVE initiative, the National Weather Service plans to retrain and refocus its field workforce to provide impact-based decision support services to both core partners such as the media and local governmental entities, and its general partners such as local hospitals and school districts and the general public. These efforts include webinars, briefings, providing spot forecasts, utilizing social media, preparedness education, and development of specialized forecasts. Do you support the, quote, evolution of the National Weather Services in this direction?
Senator, thank you for that question. Yes, I do. AccuWeather was actually one of the first signers of the Weather Ready Nation initiative, and serving on the Environmental Information Services Working Group as a group advising the NOAA Science Advisory Board. I actually, over the years, have significantly supported the whole concept of doing this kind of IDSS initiative, especially with local and state emergency management agencies.
Thank you. In testimony before the House Science Committee in June of 2016, you urged the National Weather Service to focus on its core mission of sharing data, support for developing models, and severe weather warnings. You also claim that the best public forecasts came from the private sector. Should the National Weather Service curtail or terminate issuance of its public forecasts?
I have not advocated that they do that. I think that they need to certainly examine all their programs, but they do a significant service. In fact, AccuWeather and other companies in the field deliver the National Weather Service public forecasts every day to millions of Americans.
So the National Weather Service should not curtail or terminate issuance of its public forecasts?
I'm not advocating that.
Great. And you would not remove these forecasts from the agency's website, weather.gov, correct?
Not at all.
Recently, my colleagues in the House have requested information relating to the National Weather Service's operations and workforce analysis. Will you commit to a fully transparent process and completely fulfill information requests from Congress so that they can be assured that any and all proposed decisions stemming from the operations and workforce analysis are indeed supported by evidence?
Senator, yes, I will. In fact, I was one of the people who was interviewed for that analysis.
Thank you. And then finally, and just want your comment on this, you're familiar with the Weather Profits Fund, LLC?
Yes, I am.
Is that one that you are divesting all interest and ownership in or any involvement with?
I don't have any interest or ownership in it.
Fantastic. So in an article describing this venture, your brother Joel Myers was quoted as explaining how weather-based hedge funds could profit from inside information. And it was quoted, and it said, for example, an investment manager can benefit from knowing just 5 minutes ahead of time that the National Weather Service in Silver Spring, Maryland is about to reclassify a Category 3 storm into a more powerful Category 4 storm, he said. That could cause a spike in the price of natural gas futures on which the manager could capitalize, Mr. Myers said. And there's concern that now you are the brother that would provide that inside information. Can you address that article and address that concern?
Senator, yes, I can. Actually, that comment was made in conjunction with the concern that insider information could and was being used by people within the agency, not people outside of the agency. In fact, the National Weather Service had taken the unusual step in 2000 of issuing a letter, but never formulated it into a policy that no employee of the government could invest in such futures. But there not being any policy that actually stopped that, there has been an ongoing concern, just as there is, such as the Agricultural Department's crop reports, that there be a uniform release mechanism for all information to the public uniformly all at once, and that no employee of any government agency should be able to leak that information elsewhere. AccuWeather had no way to gain access to any such information, and there's no way I can imagine that I would have any way to do that. The people creating that information in the agency have it first, and those are the people that need to be under some sort of a policy, I believe, to ensure uniform release as most other government agencies have.
Thank you. I notice my time is up. Thank you.